Hello everyone, my name is Cetus and welcome back to my Let's Play of Starsector First Run. I kind of took a little look at some of the character stats in between videos and I've grabbed a few more here. I grabbed, I grabbed more armor reduction, so 150 armor damage reduction when the calculation is made, less flux generation, and some extra maneuverability. All just seemed really handy. And then I might not put too much more into this because I still want to be like more leadership industry, but we'll deal with that at a later time. For now, let's get out of here because this sector did not treat us kindly. Let's just take a look at any missions that exist. I don't see any missions. So let's go and find ourselves. I'm going to assume in this core region is where most of the owned locations are. So what I'm wondering is, okay, this looks like a place with our corporation. I say ours, we're not a part of them, but they just sound cool, and rather than spend the time to read every description and see which one's worth doing, we're just going to assume the cool one is the right one to go with. The hegemony definitely seems like the big one, but we don't want to make life easy or anything like that. So let's go here. Here. Exit out of that. There's lots of bounties and stuff. I guess I could look at bounties. System bounty, system pirate base. Don't know. I'm guessing are not good. Actually, exploration. Do we have anything? Pirates have established a base in the Dern system. The base serves as a and you have not yet discovered this exact location. Oh wait, I'm back to bounties? Oh, they wanted me to find and take out the bounties, so it's like exploration and bounty. Interesting. Okay, let's just go back here for now. Sustain burn, speed up time, cruise our way back. Might be worth cutting out some of this transit time of the videos. Doesn't necessarily seem like the most thrilling to listen to me attempt to talk about nothing while we cruise through some storms. Well, are we getting like super lucky with the storms though? I took a little bit of damage, but unidentified, much bigger fleet. Okay, that seems great. Running low on fuel. Is this where I'm going? Sure. Oh. I'm looking for... Where did I... Oh, I have no fuel. Hopefully there's planets here. Barren world. Tab. Pirates, not good. That's what I was going to try and go see. But at least it is where I wanted to go. Let's head that way. What is D? I hit D for command. Oh, I'm getting the payments just for helping them out. To try and keep me alive while I figure out how to play. Interesting. I appreciate it. Fund me, try and work for someone else in the future. It's very kind. I'll remember shift again. It's an important button. Okay, let's first off, let's take a look at this. And let's sell, I want to sell half. Because it seems useful because they're used in the salvage operations from what I can tell. And the, actually, I was going to say, and the probe thing I did, but was a salvage operation. So they seem to be used in salvage operations. You receive 4,000. Sure. We'll call that a victory. We're going to sell all of that. Sell those. Actually, let's do that. Hang on. We'll come back to you. Open the comms. Because I remember Station Commander. I would like to turn these AI cores that I've acquired. What does this do? You hold quite the object of fascination there, though you are surely aware that you lack the expertise and capital necessary to exploit its full potential. I should figure out how to say them if I'm going to work for them. Tachyon Corporation? Sounds right. I would be more than pleased to offer you a fair market price for your goods. Select the cores to turn in. Okay, this is what I want to know. I didn't know which were cores. I knew I had one. Bounty, 300% bounty value. Compared to dealing with other factions, turning AI cores to Triton Corporation will give you 300%, but only 50% reputation gain. So there might be people who like it more, but will give me less money. 30,000 is not a ton of money, but hey. We'll call that great. It's a deal. He seems happy. Wait, can I do that? Okay, let's come back. Let's sell these now. Don't need these. When deployed in combat, increases the top speed of other ships in your fleet. 2, 3, 4, 5% depending on the hull size. So can I fit these to people? I should really look at the refit after this. Let's sell that. Sell that. Wait, I'm getting 561,000? Okay, maybe bounty hunting is the wrong way to go. Maybe I want to go and explore. Jeez. That seems like good money from a random station I happened upon. Huh. I'll have to keep that in mind. Maybe I can buy myself a freighter or something and go and pick up stuff. Let's call that. How many crew do I need? 108. So I have more crew than I need for minimal. The Taffas, though. Whew. Expensive place to work. Okay. We're going to look at refitting. Actually, before we do that, let's... Nope. Can't hit the right button. F. Buy. What are you selling? Gemini Freighter. And I have a ton of money, so I could afford to buy one of these. Civilian transport. Phase frigate. That just sounds cool. Tanker. I feel like having a freighter in my fleet is important. So what do I got? I got... Not gonna tell me... Oh, looked like I didn't need to do that. I can just hover. Okay, assault frigate. Destroyer. Transport, so people transport, useful. Or is it? It's useful if I want to do the colonizing and stuff, but I feel like that's later on. And the salvaging seems to take crew, but I don't have full crew. I guess I do have full crew. Does it tell me crew counts in here somewhere? Skeleton crew required 240. Wait, am I not even in the ballpark of the crew I need? Peak performance 360. Skeleton crew required 50. So that's 50. That's 23. Then my frigate is another 15. So what was the ship? Oh, this is the drone tender. Widely popular combat modification package has been assembled by various etc, etc, etc. Even modified, the Shepherd is fragile as it is civilian life. Interesting. Because oh, it's only 15. I cannot read. Okay. And then that's 5, but it can have a maximum of 100. maximum of 100. So I could max out my crew and have a good number without it. So I'm kind of thinking should just sell this thing. It sells for nothing. And then I could buy a freighter just to have some goods cargo space, which I think is a good idea. Common freighter found in convoys or alone used to hold all manner of goods across the sector, has a single fighter bay to bolster defenses. So maybe it can kind of hang back 1, 2. So in an emergency, it could actually take part, which is kind of nice. Shuttle civilians. Kind of tempted to grab the phase frigate, but okay. So that's interesting. Now let's go to refit. I like my hammerhead. Let's restore it. We have the money. Get rid of all those bad aspects to it, which is excellent. Now let's look, what does the auto fit get us? Because it's going to change what we have to 1 rail gun, 1 light dual auto cannon, 2 PD lasers, harpoon missiles, heavy mortars. So I'm upping the weapon count on it. Let's do that. It sounds like a good thing to me. Weapons groups. So 1 is going to fire the mortars. 3 fires the rail guns. So I need to remember that because I think I've been using 1 primarily. And the rail gun and the auto cannon. That's my ballistic weapons, I assume. Hang on, mortars. Medium ballistic. Oh, the mortars are ballistic as well. Weapons group. 1, 2 is the missiles. 3 is that. 4 is the PD lasers, which are always going to be automatic. Let's do a 5. Oh, they can only be assigned to 1 group. Interesting. Okay, we'll leave it like that because I think I can auto fire those. So that's fine. Oh, can I just set them? Oh, auto assign. No, never mind. Okay, you are also a little beaten up, right? So what would it take to restore you? Sure, let's restore you. Let's actually cancel. Strip, auto fit, sold. Okay, so it already had the weapons it wanted on it, so that seems good. I think. Why are you so low with combat readiness? The ship suffers from degraded performance and runs the risk of permanent and damage malfunctions. Does it tell me why though? That's what I want to know. These are all better. Is it just such a bad ship or not enough crew? What do capacitors do? Each capacitor costs 1 ordnance and increases flux capacity by 200. Interesting. Each event costs 1 and increases... Okay. Oh, I could really get obsessive with setting these up. Okay, for the sake of the video, we're going to call that a victory. And then we're going to go to... Nope, I keep hitting D instead of F. So we're going to hit F. We are going to buy... Let's read this, but I think this sounds just too cool to let go. The ship has suffered extensive... Really? It's a damaged frigate you're selling me? That's probably why it's cheap. This ship has suffered extensive damage which cannot be repaired without a costly restoration at the dockyard. However, with so much broken beyond repair, deployment recovery costs are substantially lower. A dangerous and swift phase frigate with a weapon loadout that is powerful enough to bring down a much heavier ship, etc., etc. Okay, I'm going to buy this. I'm going to buy that. Yeah. And I'm going to grab a freighter just to have a freighter. Okay. Did I not just buy? Buy. Yes. Okay, thank you. I will definitely get on that. We are going to sell. This is my crew transport, right? Yeah. We're going to sell you. You're a piece of junk. I don't need you. I am tempted, if we switch to awe, I'm tempted to sell this ship. I don't know why it's underperforming so much. Okay, let's restore you. 87. Okay, I'm doing it. It just sounds like a cool ship. It probably would have been better to buy somewhere else. Doesn't matter. Choice made. Wait, strike or strike? Strike or strike? That's interesting. 1 PD laser, short range missile, and anti-master blasters, or iron cannon, hammer class torpedoes. We're gonna go with the blasters. No particular reason, just because. Auto fit you, standard. Okay. I think I'm gonna just like having you. I'm really thinking of selling this because its combat readiness is always terrible. And I don't know why. Yeah, let's do it. My Wolf class, the Cetus fleet. It's this one, right? Yeah, Wolf class. We're just gonna sell you. You don't seem that useful. 41, yeah. Okay, I like this. We got three ships to fight with. Yeah, 3 good ships. And then we have, oh, the drone tender. So we have 4 we can use, and then a freighter to carry stuff around. It seems like a decent fleet. At some point, a tanker might be helpful. Trade goods. We'll hire crew. I definitely need some crew. My base level crew I need is 140. Let's see. Can I max out crew? Oops, control. Because I think that's a good thing to have. So we'll max out crew. We have tons of space now. I don't know if keeping any of this stuff is worthwhile. I'm thinking at this point in the video series, I'm like, what, 5 or 6 videos in? It might be worth me doing a little bit of reading to try and understand some of these upgrades better, and if I want to keep the weapons. I kind of didn't want to do any reading before the videos, but we might be nearing that. But for the sake of pure laziness, I'm selling all of this. Good idea, bad idea? I honestly don't know, but I'm doing it. Then I don't have to think about it. It's always a good reason to do something. And the commander, I would like to be commissioned. I'm afraid that our human capital department, interesting, reports that you simply don't meet the standards we expect. Requires 10 out of 100, favorable or better standing with Tritachyon. Our current standing is 0 of 100. I just gave you a core. You couldn't even give me like a 1? Okay, I see how it is. Let's go check out the bar. A Tritachyon careerist sits, I can't speak in this episode, at a spotless table, sipping something expensive looking. A concerned looking woman in a Tritachyon uniform is sitting in a corner. So these both seem like I could make friends with them. So let's introduce ourselves to the man. Fractioneer in a perfect suit sips from some insubstantial drink as sophisticated as it is expensive. After introductions, he quickly cuts to the point and says, I am simply in the business of statistics and I would like your growth potential. I think that you can take my 210,000 now and pay 315 back to me in 400 days. If not, he mimics a stricken look. I'll ruin your reputation across the space. What do you say? No, I think we're not going to get into that yet. Let's talk to the concerned looking woman. Hopefully she'll be a little bit more interesting. After brief introductions, she wastes no time in getting to the point. I've got 290 units of ore and that urgently need to be delivered. Wait, what? Recent Pather cell activity has been making that difficult, but I'm sure you can handle any trouble. You recall that Cullen is under trial. Okay, okay. 6.6 light years away, the fleet holds accommodation of additional 475 units of cargo. She double checks something on a pad. The offer is 13,000 credits, payable upon delivery within 80 days. That is no money, but because of who you work for, I'm going to do it. And we're going to leave the bar. We're going to leave. E. New. Deliver all. That's not that far away. Laying a course. Let's just go do it. We're not even like leaving the core area, so maybe that's why it's so cheap. Did I buy fuel? I didn't buy fuel. I didn't buy fuel. What is it about fuel that I just don't think about? Smoking Tower Convoy. Personal bounty. Relationship with him has improved by far. Why? I mean, I'm not upset, but why? Turn off that so I can actually turn around. Yep, yeah. No supplies, no fuel, blah, blah, blah. Didn't pay attention again. Okay, well, I actually think this is a good a good spot to stop this episode. I will grab the fuel and the supplies in between episodes, and then we'll go do our little voyage to drop off some goods. So thank you everyone for watching, and I hope you have a great day.